Coach, fair to say that offensively you guys are just getting started too late in games?
Not only getting started, again, we got the penalty problem. I thought we moved the ball when we didn't have the penalties, and then we got started late in the game, getting some flow going, but the penalties held us back. I think we had 11 penalties. It might have been 7 or 8 on offense, which kind of killed the momentum that we had.
This is the back-to-back weeks you guys have had double-digit penalties. I know you started off the season really well in that department. What do you think the issue is for the recent uptick?
Got to do better. It's concentration. Got to do better. The effort was there. I'm proud of the effort. They fought their tails off tonight. Very good football team. Got to stop the penalties. Shooting ourselves in the foot, we'll be able to win some football games.
On the defensive side, Coach, it seemed to allow the Bills to go over the top tonight. In the last few weeks, teams have been stopping the Bills from going deep.
I think they got over the top one big time in the first half. That kind of hurt us. He had a lot of time to throw the ball. We got to get pressure right there. Biggest thing for us, the quarterback hurt us with his legs. I think he had 7 carries for 41 yards, and they were critical. Not that he was running it like that, but they were critical in the big throw down the field, and they were critical on the touchdown pass, and they were critical in a couple other areas, so he hurt us with his feet.
Coach, I'm sorry, take us through your thinking at the end of the first half. You've got, 4th and 3, 41. You send out.
It was too much for a field goal. We're going to take a penalty there, and then we're sitting there going for it. But if we don't get it, they have a field goal in mind. And it was a 17-10 ball game at the time. We figured we'd come out and we still have a ball game instead of give it away in the first half.
Was there an attempt to lure them off sides?
No, by the time we had to get it down there, we couldn't. So we just go ahead and punted it.
And had there been any discussion about a fake on that?
No, not at that time.
Were you then going to attempt the field goal? Is that what you're?
Well, we sent them out there to try to lure them off sides at the time. Then it got discombobulated communication-wise, so we just punted.
With Mike Evans, it wasn't until about 3 minutes to go that he had 1 catch for the game. Just what kind of things were they doing that made getting him involved so difficult?
I know we missed them early, and they did a couple things to take them away early. We got to have other guys to make plays. I thought we moved the ball well. At times when we didn't have the penalties, but we just got to have other guys step up, and I think we're in the right direction. The penalties just got to stop killing us.
Coach, what role does your faith play in, leading this group of men after a tough loss like this?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What role does your faith play in leading a group of men like this after a tough loss like this?
I mean, my faith in these guys have never wavered. I'll take them anywhere. I'll take them down the alley. I'll fight with them any kind of way. I believe in them wholeheartedly. We believe in ourselves as a team, and we know we'll push forward and get better.
There were 3 teams last year that made the postseason despite having 3 consecutive losses. So you still have a lot of football to play and a lot in front of you. But just what needs to happen for you guys to kind of right this ship, regain some of that lost momentum that you had before the bye week?
Again, it's the penalties that's stopping us. For us, we think it's the second quarter of the season. We're losing the second quarter of the season right now. We got to get better, and we got to try to get one out there going in the halftime of the season and come out in the second half and play winning football.
What can you say about Baker's effort tonight? I know he fought through some things.
He fought his tail off. I thought everybody fought their tails off tonight. The effort wasn't our problem. We hung together. We were tough. We clawed. We scratched. We fought our way back in there. Buffalo did a good job. You got to give them credit. Josh did a good job. Sean did a good job defensively in some things. But we were right there. And a few plays here or there, a few penalties here or there. We feel like we can get better from there.
What's going to be your message to the team after this one?
Our message was we fought our tails off, and we understand how hard we fought, but we keep making small things, small mistakes that cost us ball games. But I don't believe for one bit anybody in that locker room believes we can't win ball games if we clean up the small things, because we will fight against anybody.
After you lose 3 in a row in 2 and 4 days, how do you turn this around? How do you keep this from snowballing in the wrong way?
It won't snowball. We got a lot of leaders in that locker room, a lot of leaders on the coaching staff. We have faith. We understand how tough we play. We just got to play smarter.
The ground game, it seemed like maybe that was a little bit more of an improvement over what we've seen the last few weeks. I know Chris Godwin's end around kind of maybe sparked a little bit of that too, but just your thoughts on how that looked.
It's a work in progress. There were a few things there. Obviously, when you fall behind, it takes some things away. But it was work in progress. We just got to keep working at it.
Shot at 109 yards, I think, in total offense. Can you really see him starting to come alive in the passing game a little bit too?
We're finding them in the checkdowns because they're playing so much double teams on Chris and Mike. You know, it's opening up for us and becoming an outlet that we can use.
And to that effect, I know this offense is really centered around Chris and Mike, but for K. Dotton to be able to get that 2-point conversion, just your thoughts on that, what you're seeing at him.
Kay's been playing good football the past couple of weeks. He's been Mr. Reliable for us. He does a lot of the dirty work and the blocking scheme, but for him to get the 2-point conversion gave us a chance.
What happened on defense? I mean, you score there late, get the 2-point conversion. You really had to get off the field there. They had 450-something yards tonight, so what do you think?
Threw a lot of screens, had a lot of yak yards. You know, playing at the box game, we got to tackle better, especially in the first half.
Does this loss, impact anything that could be happening with the trade deadline coming up?
Doesn't impact anything.
There was a 33-yard catch on a crossing route there. It was against zone defense, but just what happened on that play?
Which one are you talking about?
It was in the first half. It was 33-yard. It was I want to say it set up Allen's first touchdown.
It wasn't the one down the sideline?
Not the one down the sideline.
Can't really say I recall it right away, but if it was a 33-yard pass, we got to get there with the pass rush, and he probably had too much time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.